I'm not the one to talk about off-court issues all the time. I hate talking about off-court issues, but I like talking about what's going on the court. I enjoy the game. I enjoy that part of the game. I hate trades. I hate all that. I hate speculations about stuff like that. But it's part of the game. All this stuff, affects the game. So I don't know if the locker room issues are coming onto the court or court issues are going to the locker room with the Lakers. One of the two. One of the two. Or it could be both. Both are affecting the other. Now, definitely when you're losing game, people are going to be salty and, issues like these are going to pop up. So I am more inclined into thinking that, stuff from the court are going all the way back to the locker room. And they're not winning games. The last 11 games, I think they lost nine games, and that's a lot, just after hanging the banner. I don't know if you want to call it a banner, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it a banner. Some people just call it some accolade, the ISD tournament. But they won it. They're the first to win it. And you got to give them props. You got to give them props for that. So ever since that, things have not been going great for the Lakers. Maybe they were so pumped up, so geared up for that, and now they won it. This is the high of the hangover. Can't be the high. The high was them going for it. This has got to be the hangover. And maybe that's what we're seeing right now. Once the hangover is over, and then we'll start to see the Lakers roll again. Maybe that's coming. Maybe that's right around the corner. But I'm one of those people who probably thinks that's what's going to happen because, like I always say, like I've said this over and over again, there's certain players, we just sit back and we are just waiting for them to turn things around. And LeBron is one of them. LeBron is with the Lakers. That's why everybody's talking about the Lakers. But it is the Lakers. Even if LeBron was not there, people would talk about the Lakers. The Lakers is a very special franchise. We all know that. Now, add LeBron to the mix, now it's just even bigger. So we are going to be talking about the Lakers this whole season. So brace yourself, because that's what's going to happen. And we're going to be talking about the Warriors. Same things, issues in the locker room. Kuminga was not too happy after the game. Again, we heard this before coming from Kuminga's camp. And again, another leak came out that Kuminga is not too happy, or he's not too confident about Kerr's confidence maybe in developing him. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you understand, probably you heard it. This thing is circulating everywhere. He's not confident in Kerr's coaching him specifically. That's number one. I'm sure he's also worried about the team. I'm sure he's also worried about the team. So that's also maybe causing a rift, because watching them play against the Detroit Pistons, they won that game and they needed that. That was definitely a confident booster. But you could see that certain things were just off. They were not the happy-go-lucky Warriors that we're used to, even when they made big threes and all that, the celebration. And just, the vibes were just not the same. You can see it. Things are off. Things are off. And this is the Warriors we're talking about. That's that one franchise where, things are always just, kind of like chill, having a lot of fun, and everything is kind of like, yeah, you understand what I'm saying. That's the Warriors culture. But they get things done. Very professional, but things are laid back. But things didn't look like that. They didn't seem like they were having a lot of fun, even though they won. It just, to me, I'm looking at it, and it just seemed a little off. Wasn't like the Warriors. So definitely I feel like there's something brewing in the background also. Are we going to see some kind of trade? Are we going to see this? Are we going to see a change in the coaching staff? Because right now a lot of heads are going after Steve Kerr. I know he's definitely in the hot seat right now. Him and Ham definitely in the hot seat. Maybe Vogel also. I don't know. Talking about Phoenix Suns, Warriors, and Lakers. Like I said, these are teams that the media are constantly going to keep talking about them because they have players of that caliber. We're talking about LeBron, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. I mean, what do you expect? We're going to be talking about them. Definitely, I'll be talking about them every now and then. And then I'm going to talk about the up and coming. I love some of the other teams and what they're doing out there. And of course, I'm going to be talking about them. But that's going to be coming and going until somebody clearly comes and then snatches the mantle from one of those three guys. I would say LeBron and Steph, really. Those are the two biggest names, even though we have other players coming up every now and then. The flavor, you got to win first. Wins. It's all about wins. It's all about wins. Nobody has taken their teams to get that real chip. You understand what I'm talking about? Championship. It's LeBron. He's got 4. Steph's got 4. Everybody else is just trailing behind. Until that's done or somebody comes really close, maybe things will change. I know there's a lot of push towards Luka. Luka is kind of like the next big thing, but you got to win first. You got to win. I know you made it to the Western Conference Finals, but there was Steph and his crew. They knocked Luka down. So Luka still has something to do. Hey, the All-Star ballot first returned. Luka was on top. He was on top of Steph. The Warriors are struggling this season. The Warriors are definitely struggling. And maybe that, just people seeing Steph in a different light. But then again, even though that's the case, they're still going to be talking about Steph. You ask me, I still feel like number 1 and number 2 is Steph and LeBron until today in terms of the best players. But then we have like the Joker. The Joker's killing it. The Denver Nuggets are killing it right now. We have so many other players. I'm not going to say Embiid. I'm sorry. You're not going to make me say Embiid as one of the top guys. It's just Embiid is so skilled. But Embiid just with the how to get a foul style, I'm just not. I'm not a fan of that. So I'm not going to go there. It's them, and then I'm looking at Giannis. Giannis definitely doing it. The Joker, those guys are right behind, I would say. And they got chips. They took their teams to the promised land. So that's the way I'm seeing it. But right now, locker room issues. But I still remain very optimistic in seeing one of those guys playing in the Western Conference Finals and playing for the chip this season. One of those 3 guys. I still stick to that.